Now, the lower half is like the front to back hip isolations, but fluid now. Instead of what we were doing before, like this, now it's rolling those hips while rolling the stomach muscles a bit and letting the knees move with the motion. And that gives us our lower half roll. You don't have to focus on what your legs are doing when practicing this lower half roll, except that you'll want to always remember to bend those knees. Without bending your knees, you won't get the range of motion that you need. But rolling your lower abdominal muscles might be new for you. As you move your hips back and forth in a fluid motion, roll those ab muscles with the hips. So instead of going back and forth like before, you'll curl that butt under while you're contracting your stomach muscles and bending your knees even deeper. Then you stick out your butt. You'll unbend your knees slightly. This rise and fall will be evident by your head being a little higher when you're moving forward than when you're moving backwards. It's scooping your butt. The deeper you want the roll, the deeper your knees go. This is called a level change in dance. You're not dancing in a straight height. You're going up and down with your hips. This adds interest to your choreography when dancing. I want to add in one bonus roll that's not as common but pretty fun and sexy. It's the figure 8. Imagine the number 8 on the floor under your feet. You're going to trace that figure 8 with your hips. First, you know how we start with any hip movement? So we have the greatest range of motion. It is bend our knees. Now, move one hip forward and up towards your waist. And move as much as you can fluidly to the other side. And you're tracing that number 8. So you have one hip up to the front, you circle it back, go center, and move up the other hip to the front, circle it back, move to center. And you keep moving. Your foot will go up and down. When you're up at the front, then your foot's going to be on the ball of your foot. And then you're going to circle it around and put that heel down to go center. Roll it up, ball that foot's up, roll it back, heels down for center. You can do this very controlled to start. Round it up to the center, round it up to the front, to the back, to the center. We're not letting our head go up and down, thus no level change. But as you get this move done in a controlled way, you can add more movements or level changes, even moving your rib cage with your hips. So you see how I'm having some level changes here? But you want to be controlled at first to get the moves down, so you can be as expressive as you want. Because the controlled movements are what's going to build up those smaller muscles that we don't use every day, so that you can have the strength you need to articulate your hips in all kinds of new ways that you've never moved before. Make sure, if you practice these figure 8s and you've been doing it this direction, try it from the other direction. So I've been going this direction. Now I'm going to go the other direction. This is going to expand your ability to move in different ways on the fly. Now, while this other bonus roll is not technically a figure 8 roll, I'm going to show you another variation. Trace the figure 8 in front of your obliques. And instead of your hips, we're going to use our obliques. This is a much more subtle move, and you can add more fun to it once you get it down. But think about that figure 8 in front of you, and you're going to trace with your obliques. So you're going up with your ribs, sinking down. Up, center, sinking down. And you're going to be able to, when you get it, say you're doing hip hop, you can do a little bit of a flow with an incremental move, flow, incremental. And you can add all kinds of different feels to these body rolls. For example, let's say you have a hip hop sequence of moves where you jack your legs out, then you're supposed to punch forward. Now, you could add that lower half hip roll while you're punching. So it would look like this: jack out and roll, roll. Okay? So the difference is jack out, punch, punch, or you can do jack out, roll, roll. Just add some more fun and style. Now, let's see if we can blend the upper half and lower half rolls into a full body roll.